First, we will look to stream server client design. Okay, server client design. Okay, stream server, TCP server. The stream server and client utilize a TCP connection to communicate the date and time information from the server to the client. So for this case, we will use a date and time server. Maksudnya kita akan pass date and time daripada server kepada client. Boleh? Okay, so let's look on figure 9.1. 9.1. Dulu apa nama chapter 9 dulu. Sebelum jadi chapter 6, cohort lama chapter 9. So dia masih pakai 9.1. Okay, this is a figure 9.1. Okay. So ini familiar kan? Daripada kita tengok client server model, kita ingat ada socket, bind, listen, accept, lepas tu ada operation and then close kan? Dekat client akan ada socket, connect, operation dan juga IO operation dan juga close. Okay. So kat sini kita akan tengok connect, dia akan ada connection kat situ antara connect, okay, daripada client, dan dia akan bercakap dengan sebelah server tu. Dalam program kita, dalam soket kita akan ada accept. Kat server ada accept. Right. So bila dah accept, server akan start write. Akan dia hantar buffer time. Okay. So kat sini contohnya ada time Monday September 3. Okay. 2002. Kan 20 tahun dah lepas punya slide ni kan. Kan lama kan. Okay, pukul 8 malam, 8 malam. Right. 22:08:00. Okay, and then client akan ada function call receive. Okay. Nampak tak? Dia tak pakai read write, nampak? Dia tak pakai read and write. So boleh walaupun kita pakai send receive, kita tukar receive daripada guna read. Sama ada kita ingat ada send receive, read dengan write kan, pilih itu. Sekarang tak kisah. Receive dengan write pun boleh, apa nama, read dengan send pun boleh kan. Right, and then close, nampak? Close, dua-dua close lah. Dua-dua close. In order to accept client connection, wait, in order to accept client connection, okay, mau hilang. Tak hilang juga. Alright, hilang. In order to accept client connection, the server must create a socket, bind a known name to it, and then use the listen call to specify its willingness to accept connections. Similarly, the client must also create a socket using the socket function in order to communicate. So before any communication can occur, the sockets must be connected. Okay, the socket must be connected first. Right. From the server perspective, this implies an accept call that creates a new client socket at the server through the listening port, the listening socket. Recall that the listening socket exists only to accept incoming connection. Communication through the client occurs only through the newly created socket written by the accept call. So from the client, the connect call connects the two socket endpoints together to allow them to communicate. Okay, the receive and write calls. Okay, receive and write call. Tengok balik dekat diagram 9.1 tu. Okay, the receive and write calls illustrate data communication in this example. This call could also be read and send. Okay, saya cakap tadi ya, depending upon the desire of the implementer. So in figure 9.1 tu, we see that the server writes the current time to the client, which is read by client using the receive call. So finally, the close call is used to terminate the communication. Closing the socket is managed by both ends because each must close the socket to completely close the conduit between them.